Now let's go to where he is. In the ancient Greek and Roman world, athletes ran naked, absolutely naked. If you go on Google and you just search for athletes during the Greco-Roman era, you will see all their statues. The guys are naked. Are you with me? Even the marathons, the guy that has the figure of the running man is naked. Why? Because the Greeks figured it out early in medicine that the human body performs best when it is naked. Follow me very carefully. The Greeks figured out that the human body, when doing something strenuous, wants to breathe through the skin. Why? If heat accumulates, carbon dioxide accumulates in the muscles. When carbon dioxide accumulates in the muscles, it converts into lactic acid. Lactic acid is what causes cramps. So, to avoid the build-up of lactic acid, you run naked. Why? So that the body uses every pore to release heat and bring in oxygen. Now he says, do you want to run the spiritual race? Well, first thing, take off all your spiritual weight and run spiritually naked. Please listen to me. The author is saying, as long as you are this spiritually clothed, you will not make it. Cramps will catch you along the way. Now, what is he talking about? This is what he is saying. Number one, if you want to run spiritually naked, forgive. Ngoba, you are wearing too many coats of grudges. And they are weighing you down. You can't run with all the people you hate. It's not going to work. You are overclothed with history. And what is happening? Your body is struggling to release heat. You are wearing the coat of anger for your husband. There's another long coat of anger for a best friend who betrayed you. There's another coat for a colleague who doesn't like you. There's another coat for an elder who didn't come to pray when you asked them to come. You are wearing too many coats of anger and history. So, Paul says, first things first, get naked. Forgive and drop the weight. You are not going to run as angry as you are. Are you still with me? What Paul is saying to all of us is, if you don't forgive, you are no different to a dog tied to a pole. You are moving, but you are not making progress. Oh, I don't know if you get what I'm saying to you. The problem with most of us is the years are going, but you are not growing. Why? You are still stuck at the moment when people hurt you. So many people define themselves by something tragic that happened in their past. Which means the years have continued, but you've never moved on. You are still a dog on a pole. Are we still together, saints? While I was pastoring here in Gauteng, we had camp meeting in Eastrand, on the Eastrand farm. And then this lady comes. And listen to me. This lady then says, hi, Mfundisi, how are you? I'm like, oh, no, ma'am, I'm fine. How are you? She says, I know you don't know me. I am the ex-wife of Pastor so-and-so. My heart broke. She couldn't define herself except as in relation to a man she was once married to. My heart broke so much I had to ask her, could you not introduce yourself without telling me whose ex-wife you are? And she looked at me with a strange look, as if I'm the sick one. And then I realized she's never moved on. She is still his ex-wife. She's not herself. She's his ex-wife. And we met a lot of those people in church. Oh, I'm sure you don't know me, but I'm sure you know my ex-husband. You might want to go back and marry him, since you have no clue who you are anyway in his absence. Buyele kai. So Paul says, lose the weight. Lose the weight. You are carrying too many things that are dragging you behind. Lose the weight. Forgive people, walk away. Lose the weight. Drop it, walk away. Just drop it and walk away. He is not saying hang it somewhere, you'll come back later. He says first lose the weight. Drop it, never to pick it up again. Just drop it. I've been wearing a coat of a divorcee for too long. Drop it. I've been wearing a coat of hating colleagues. Drop it. I've been wearing a coat that defines me by my rape. Drop it. Because you need to run, and the journey will be very long when you are heavy. Then he goes to point number 2.